This feels more familiar with the music.
Mm-hmm. Was that
Oh,
Ellie?
oh.
Or Helena?
Is this her home?
Wow.
Does she have a pool in her home? Well, I
Oh, I
guess
mean, she's
an Egan.
yeah, she's next in line.
On a momentous day.
Yes.
Is he gonna finish it today?
Oh.
I hate these guys so much. I don't. This makes me feel so weird.
Yeah. What?
We should take them raw.
Every interaction that we've seen between them has been so weird.
Something about bailiff? We should take them raw?
He wishes that she would eat the eggs raw.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I think they mentioned that in the first season. Like, what's his favorite breakfast?
Oh. Oh, yeah. I don't remember the answer, but right.
I guess it was raw eggs.
So that's like a normal interaction for them.
Oh, this is the water tower. Okay. Hey everyone, my name is Phil.
I'm Erika.
And today we're watching Severance, Season 2, Episode 9. Let's dive in.
Eustace Huang. Today marks the end
of
your Wintertide Fellowship.
That's what Cobell had.
Right.
Your bed will be moved from your parents' home to the Gunnell Egan Empathy Center in Svalbard.
I thought I'd be finishing the quarter.
Oh.
Empathy awaits, fellow Wong. Lay the game on the table.
The water game with the rings?
The handbook requires that you mark this betterment with a material sacrifice. I have chosen your ring toss game as a proper totem.
She doesn't even get to choose what she sacrifices.
It's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
I feel like if she chooses, it's maybe not as much of a sacrifice. It's like, oh, I'd be
I mean,
more
it can
okay
be.
losing this.
It's still a sacrifice.
Again.
This is so weird. So now kind of makes sense that she's a child, because this is that Lumen does that.
Yeah.
I saw your innie again at Lumen, and right before I left, we ended up kissing for about a minute.
Oh, a minute. That's a while.
I guess you'd feel violated.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
What? What the fuck? Like,
It didn't.
it didn't. What? It didn't mean anything.
I wasn't going to say that.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is so many fucking dimensions of fucking.
It is.
He reminds me of how you used to be.
Okay.
Dylan.
I'm gonna go to work and earn a paycheck to feed our children. Request that you don't follow me there and use my own body to fucking cheat on me.
Don't leave.
You know what? Since I would have no way of knowing if that's happening or not, I don't know. Maybe I just go quit. Maybe I go in and I quit and I just end his existence. How about that?
That's a good threat. Go kill him.
Yeah. Just.
Would you be upset? I guess.
I guess. Oh.
Radar. What are you looking at? Mm-hmm.
Bert
What?
Goodman may have participated as a low-level Lumen enforcer
Who's Goodman again?
or goon.
Him?
Lumen goon.
I think.
That
Bert?
stings.
Bert Goodman.
We never used words like that. I know now that I was wrong. I know you're not with them. Would you go for a ride with me?
No, absolutely not.
Go for a ride with me.
Why would you?
Hope he said no.
Ooh.
But it looks like he won't take no for an answer.
Oh yeah. The chair to the head.
Right.
96.
The numbers aren't moving.
The numbers aren't moving.
He may just be running late.
The final quota was promised today. Get him here now.
And Mark is what, calling in sick or what?
Just not showing up.
Uh,
Okay, this is Helly.
Helly, yeah.
It's in the way that they walk.
Yeah, now
pointed it
I
out,
see
I'm like,
people's
yeah.
comments. That's true.
Mark?
There's a mistake.
I'm sorry, the wind was whistling over the hole in the back of your skull, so I didn't quite get that. Did you just call my plan a fucking mistake?
We told her everything. She told us shit. Can't trust her.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
Oh, I was wondering if this is where the car crash happened.
I think it is.
Right, like we've seen this tree before.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna find out how it happened? How they took Gemma?
Looks like she's not here yet.
Aren't you at work?
I'm surprised they're not using iPhones. It's an Apple.
Don't answer.
The walk.
Where's Mark?
Excuse me.
It's so loud
Second
now.
day in a row he's not here. Is he coming in?
Oh, 2 days in a row.
Non-disclosure policy forbids. That's enough, Heliar.
Don't you mean Helly E?
I outrank you.
Wow.
Helena Egan is my employer. You are my subordinate, and this behavior constitutes insubordination.
Yeah, no shit.
Do something.
Wow.
Leave it open.
Oh. Oh, this guy.
I told you about us.
About us.
What?
What a cutie.
I told my husband about you and me this morning. He threatened to quit, and I don't know if he's still going to. But maybe if I tell him that this is over.
No, hold on.
This is all my fault. I never should have come here.
My life started when you came here.
That's not true. You have so much going for you.
No, I have nothing else. I have this, and I have fucking pencil erasers.
Oh.
Gretchen G.
Oh my God.
I love you. And I know I'm just an innie, but I love you all the way I do. Gretchen, I made this for you. I can give you a life, please.
Oh. Oh, my heart.
How?
Oh.
What do you expect her to say?
My heart.
I'm so sorry.
Gretchen.
One, the naivety.
Yeah.
Gretchen!
Oh my
But
gosh.
two, how much she wishes that he was probably, that his Audi was like this.
Or like he
Again.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like this. Oh man, imagine
That's
that was the last
heartbreaking,
interaction
man.
you had with her.
That's so heartbreaking. For both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cutie little... What is that? Paper.
Give it to someone you meet down here.
No one's doing any work.
Just O&D and the goat people.
That we know of.
Oh, facts.
At the end of the day, we're still stuck down here with no lives and no family.
Irving was your family.
Dude.
And he left you a message. The black hallway. I don't know if he knew where it leads, but he thought it was important, and they convinced you to turn your back on him for some outie woman you don't even know.
It's fair. That is fair.
You know it's your fault we're down here at all, right?
Oh.
I mean, these chips gotta have trackers on them, right? Like, Lumen must know where he is.
How are you?
Oh my god, so good. My wife's being held prisoner at Lumen, and I just got brain surgery in my basement. How have you been?
This birthing cabin, you can take us there, right? So we can talk to his Innie?
Not yet. Even under the cover of dark, it's perilous. We wait for night.
Oh, it's perilous. Okay.
We don't even know if he's completed the file yet. I assume no.
What file?
No.
Cold Harbor. And if you've completed it.
There's nothing I could do.
Well, what?
I know.
We or them.
I know. It's too late.
She's already dead.
Fuck this. We're leaving right now.
Wait, Mark. I'm trying to help you.
Mark.
She is there, and we are out here in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I know, and we're gonna get her out, bud. Listen, that's what we're doing here, right? Listen to me. Take a breath.
No, I can't. We can't
Mark,
do it.
There is literally no other option than to do what the fuck she says right now for Gemma.
I remember why you're doing it.
Oh gosh. This is so difficult for him.
She knows where she is, Mark.
I get it.
Yeah. So they're looking for the hallway. They're trying to find a way to get in here.
Like, look, what hallway you're talking about?
The dark hallway, yeah. Try and find another department. Someone to propose to.
Stop.
Fuck this place.
Oh, is he gonna quit?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, the tension building in this show is crazy.
Did she memorize it too? She's gonna put it back.
Never hurt anyone. One should know that. I drove people places. And ask what happened to them once they got there.
Is that what today is?
Oh wow.
Done. Anything else?
Key card.
Doesn't it have to be approved?
Yeah, I think this is to be sent for.
So, oh jeez, nobody respects this guy.
Please report to the elevator and wait.
Wait, what?
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't they have to?
I'm sorry, Dylan G.
Aww.
I should have facilitated better.
That's enough.
Our most vital refiner missing in the wind. On what was to be Lumen's finest day.
I have followed protocol, Mr. Drummond. But I thank you for your remonstration.
Remonstration.
Needlessly complex word for a simple idea. Apologize for the word.
Jeez.
Sir.
Apologize for the word.
Oh my gosh.
I apologize.
Shorter.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Again.
Oh my gosh. I think this is worse than the break room.
Devour feculence. It means eat shit, Mr. Drummond.
Okay.
I am manager of the severed floor, which means two things. First, I am owed a measure of respect, even by my superiors. Second, and more obvious,
he knows a lot.
Said floor comprises the whole of my jurisdiction. To put that monosyllabically, it's not my fault what Mark Scout does when he is not at work. It's yours.
Hey.
Oh, hey. That sounds reasonable to me. Monosyllabically.
Wow.
Yo, I was tense during the whole interaction.
I was gonna like throw him off the bridge or something.
Oh my goodness. I thought Miltrick was gonna die. See the size of that man?
Miltrick might be on his side now. Like,
so interesting.
Yo, you want to see your wife? Like,
yeah, right?
Come through.
Mr. Scout, where are you? Let me send a car. You are a priority employee and you should be under Lumen care. May I get your exact location?
You say I'm okay. No, thank you.
I'm not sick. I just needed the day, okay? I've just got life stuff. Isn't that what Lumen's all about? Balance?
Huh.
I mean, work is just work, right?
Tip of the iceberg.
That's good.
I have your word. You report to work tomorrow?
Is he about to cry?
You do, yeah. I'll be there. I promise.
And thank you for calling.
I think that's him like not giving an F anymore. I think otherwise he'd sound more urgent.
Yeah.
But he's like really thinking like, am I really on the side of Lumen right now? Because of the interaction he just had?
Well, cumulative over the last little while.
Yeah. And maybe what he said, like a job is just a job, maybe that actually resonated with him.
Ooh, right. Is he like...
Is he buying him a one-way ticket?
Like, he's disappearing him?
I can't know where you get off, and you can never come back to Kier. Do you understand?
What?
No. You asked me why I severed. I like the idea that I could be innocent. Again, part of me. My innocent part fell in love with you. I've never been loved before.
Oh.
Not really.
Oh.
I've never had this. I know. My whole life. I know. I want to. I'm ready.
You about to cheat right now?
I'm ready. We can't. We can't.
Oh,
A handshake.
This is such a heartbreaking.
Just in general.
Buddy.
Lots of like relationships.
Buddy! Man got friend zoned. So he's just gonna accept that. I guess he has to. He's a Lumen employee doing this.
I think it had something more to do with what he was investigating and like poking into.
Right.
So I think he was just...
Because of that, you're banished.
Well, not necessarily banished. Like, I think, remember Mr. Drummond saw all of that stuff?
Yeah.
So maybe they were going to do something to him. So he's my interpretation of this is that he's saving him by getting him out of here.
Instead of them potentially killing him or something?
Right. So he's like, I don't know where you're going to go, but go before they do something.
Right. Okay.
Real quick, if you're enjoying watching this video, do us a favor and consider hitting that subscribe button.
We've got so much more on the way, and subscribing really helps the channel.
Yep, and don't forget to hit that bell for all the notifications so you never miss a video that we drop. All right, back to the reaction. But yeah, for this, like, don't they have to get approval from the Audi first?
Yeah, I thought that too.
Everyone. Like, this is such a...
I feel like we're seeing more and more people against Lumen. Or
right.
Even the people we thought who revered Lumen are now like against it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like Dylan himself, like the first season, he was like the employee, right? Like the star employee.
Go after him.
He doesn't know.
It's like a rom-com. No. What do you mean doesn't know?
Doesn't know where he's gonna go.
No, I know. It's like chase the train.
Oh,
Tell the train to stop. Oh.
Wow. The framing of that was like so good. That was Tyr pardons his enemies or something like that.
Huh.
Just the ending of a lot of chapters. Whoa, this is like super cinematic. That was crazy. Is this Helly?
Wow, that was really cool.
That was such a great
That was
transition.
really cool. You think this is Helly walking down the...
I think so.
Ding!
Oh, she needs a card. She does have a card.
Hold on. Wait.
Did she go up?
Oh,
no.
she's there. Did someone go...
So was that Gemma coming back up? It is.
Gosh,
it is. You fetid moppet.
You tricked me.
You tricked me.
My
Huh?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, who are you?
Her reaction's so funny.
We're going to Cottage 5.
My gosh.
Oh, she booked
eyes.
it.
I don't have anyone scheduled.
She's one of James. No one's to know.
Oh,
shoot.
she knows how to get through.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Marsha White, 9th floor.
Specialties department.
I'm looking for a gold symbol.
She's talking the talk, right?
Yeah,
she knows exactly what to say. One of James.
Oh my gosh, so this is just like
So
a
this
thing.
guy's just been going at it.
Shooting up the club. Oh.
Hey, Mark. You okay? You're fine.
Any?
Yeah.
No. If you walk out that door, he's just gonna come right back in again. She just wants to talk.
Why couldn't she just be in that room downstairs?
Then maybe it would be too much of a shock factor. Oh my god.
This isn't a shock factor.
This is terrifying.
Do you remember the last thing that you said to me?
She's alive.
Oh, she's alive.
She's alive.
Okay. We made that so intense.
Was she upset?
Okay, Uda?
Uda knows tension.
Uda? How do you say it?
Uda Watanabe.
But I respect you.
Yo. Okay.
Okay.
I am
Okay.
Jessica.
Okay,
I remember you. I remember
we know you.
That was crazy. That there was a lot in there.
Okay. Okay.
Where do you want to start?
Okay, let's just start.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, okay, so like when we were talking about how like that was her plan to bring her to this thing, I totally forgot. In my mind I was like, okay, how's that gonna work? But I totally forgot that when she was talking to that other pregnant lady, that was
she
her
was
innie.
severed. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like, this is completely different. It's like flipped, right? So that is super interesting. So now they can tell him everything. And then he has his innie has all the information from the outside.
And he's gonna go into work the next day with all that information.
There's no gaps. That is crazy. Okay.
he's gonna have information that we don't even know.
Right.
Unless they reveal it the next episode.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
That reveal upstairs.
I know, that's crazy.
It took time to freaking light the...
Terrifying. Okay, so...
Okay, this situation here.
I'm just trying to... Okay, I'll just
think
out loud.
Center.
Cobell... Do we like her now? I don't know. I
She
feel
looked
like
upset in that final frame, no? Like, she looked like she was mad that he figured it out or something like that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, would she tell the truth? Or, like, what would her motivations be for not telling the truth? Or for telling her?
Like, that's still a missing piece. Like, it was missing the last episode. It's still missing now. Like, we still don't understand why she's doing this. Like, we don't understand why she's helping. Like, it could be for her own personal, like, motive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if it's truly altruistic to help Mark.
Yeah.
Like, that's what hasn't been revealed.
Yeah, because she was obviously watching him very, very closely.
And that could just be a Lumen thing because, like, everybody in
but they
Lumen
didn't
was watching
know.
him.
But they didn't know that she was next door neighbors to him. Remember when she got fired?
Right,
they
right.
discovered that that's what she was doing. And
Yeah. But it could have also been just like because she is so invested in this company and in this plan.
Yeah.
That she just took that extra step and
she did.
And all that kind of stuff. But like everybody was watching.
But it's a little invasive though to then go to Devon and be undercover. Like that's a little much.
Yeah, so there might be something more personal about it for her.
Yeah, because doing this, wouldn't this get in the way of Cold Harbor? And she wants Cold Harbor to be done. She wants it completed. So what if telling him all this stuff? It sounds like it'll likely get in the way because he wants Gemma. Yeah. Unless...
The only way Gemma gets out is if Cold Harbor doesn't get complete by like what everybody's saying.
Yeah. So unless they're trying to come up with a plan to do both, have Cold Harbor be done and save Gemma. Because maybe for Cobell, like whether Gemma lives or dies doesn't matter to her. But if we could have a win-win situation where Cold Harbor's done and Mark can have Gemma.
Yeah.
But like, why would she do that for him is my question.
And if that was like a possibility before, like, why do things this way?
Well, I think it's only a consideration now because he knows.
Mm-hmm.
If he didn't know before, like, what doesn't...
They've done it to many people,
It doesn't, like what he doesn't know won't hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
But now he knows. So... Okay.
Helly?
Helly, okay.
Helly, Helena, James.
So is James her dad?
Yeah.
That's him.
And he's the current CEO.
And he's the one shooting up
the club. They have a protocol.
Oh my days. Yeah.
Yeah, so every interaction that we've seen with him on the outside has been like really weird.
Yeah,
and
he's super cold.
Kind of negative.
Weird, like exactly how this whole Lumen. Like now you see like the way Drummond is, you see the way Milchick is, like the way they have to act within Lumen, like it starts at the top. And that's exactly actually how the Egans seem to be.
But more than that, it's been very like negative. Like more than just like weird and awkward and like the way that they talk. Like he's been very like disappointed in her in like every interaction.
Oh yeah. You're talking about more towards Helen.
Yeah, like their actual relationship.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're right.
What happened at the end there? It's like, what do you say? Like you lied to me?
You tricked me.
You tricked me.
She's like, what's up?
Like, who are you?
What's up?
You tricked me. I don't know.
I think it
links back to what they were talking about at the beginning. But again, they're like talking in like double speak. I don't know.
Yeah, but like, why would he say that to the innie? Like, he knows he's going down to the severed floor. So he's talking to an innie. So why would he be like, you tricked me. Oh, maybe because that LDR went up and actually tricked everybody into thinking that she was Helena. Maybe that's what he means. So like he's upset at LDR for going up and doing that.
Right.
That's probably what that is.
Like their first interaction that we saw, like in the bathroom.
Yes.
Right, okay.
They did talk in the bathroom beforehand.
Oh yeah, so she has met him. I guess just what the hell is like, why are you here?
No, she said who.
They met.
Yeah, maybe she forgot. Maybe.
I feel like that would be burned near me. Like that was a freaky interaction.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Maybe because it was dark, she couldn't really see him. Anyways.
Yeah. So do you think that had anything to do with what she was doing? Like what she was reading, what she was planning to do? Or it was really just kind of like a personal...
I don't think he knows about that. I think it's just... Yeah, now that came back to me, I think that's what it was. I can't see it being anything else unless there's something I don't know about.
Right. I feel like this might be a bit of a retaliation with Milchick. Maybe Drummond told James what was going on with Milchick, and so he just sent him down. I don't know. Because like this was like he was gonna be in the office, right? Like this was supposed to be the day that Cold Harbor was finished. So like they were talking about it at breakfast and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know what else he would be doing down there because he knows Mark's not there. It's just her, so maybe he's just trying to, I don't know, chat with her. Get upset, just take that frustration out on someone.
Okay, Irv. Do you think we see him again? That was very like off into sunset, not gonna see him again, and like the train.
A lot of them like
turning into that hallway, being like he's done. Like
to the exports?
Potentially, I wonder if we're gonna see him. And I feel like he's kind of done his purpose. Like his purpose has been fulfilled in the show. Like what else could he?
Right. Like what else could he contribute here?
Yeah.
I don't know because like it kind of felt like an end. It kind of felt like an end of a lot of chapters here. Like him, Dylan. It felt like the end of Huang as well. Like,
is there another season coming out of this?
There is.
Okay.
And I know that I think the next one is the finale, and I'm terrified of what the finale is going to be because of what we saw season 1 finale. Like we saw what that was, and the cliffhanger
you're terrified of the season 2 finale?
Yeah, I'm terrified about like what they might not answer for us or what they might leave us on.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like there's still so much to like understand. We still don't know what Cold Harbor is. Right. So. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Like it just kind of felt like the end of a lot of their stories. I don't think it means we're done with them. I think it was just kind of like a creative way to kind of get us to focus on the Mark and Gemma of it all right now. But I don't know.
Okay.
Milchick?
Yo, good for him.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, the reason why we hate him so much is because he's just trying to do a good job at his job. Like, he's just trying to earn points with Lumen here.
Yeah. And he's been feeling ways about this for a while, ever since he got the recanalized, like the photos of Kier.
Yeah, he's been feeling weird about that. But yeah, just like the lack of respect he's been getting from both his subordinates and the higher ups. And it's like, you can tell he's trying, but there are a lot of things he can't control. He can't control.
Yeah,
like,
what
these
people
are,
do outside.
what are you gonna do?
I mean,
he's tried different things, but like it's not working. This is obviously a rebellious bunch.
But I mean, that's one thing to say that.
And they've been, what's it called? Like, they haven't been full, like, oh my gosh, what's the word I'm trying to say? Like, they found the book.
Who?
Devin's husband's book.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, they've been infiltrated. I think that's the word I'm trying to say. Like, they've had outside information go in, which is why they're like, whereas maybe previously they've had like just pure innies.
Yeah.
And they were like way easier to control.
But at the same time, like he can, like what he said there was like a cool moment. Like, I can't control what they do out there. That's not my job. I'm only responsible for what happens on the floor. Cool, like if that's how you really feel. But this whole season, you've been outside talking and trying to wrangle them. So it feels like it's your job, right? It feels like it's something that you are comfortable doing. So it's like...
Well, maybe he was also told to do that. Like, who knows if maybe he felt like this is not my job to be doing this, right?
Right, and maybe that's just kind of him being like, you know what, I'm going to stop
going above
doing
and
it.
beyond.
But, like, yeah, it was a cool moment, but at the same time, it's kind of like, oh, you kind of... I don't know how much weight it has to say that when you have been doing that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right, so, yeah. But it was cool to see him stand up, and I also like the way that he spoke was in line with Lumen.
Yeah.
Right, so it's weird that they want him to dumb it down, and maybe they're just doing that because it's an effective form of punishment for him. Like
they're just trying to break him down.
It's a part of who he is, how he does this, and they just want him to do the opposite, I guess.
It's so interesting because the way Drummond was treating him was just so reminiscent of how they deal with innies.
Yeah.
How like Milchick has been dealing with innies.
Like to break you. And kind of like it kind of went downwards, right? Like he's been getting that from everybody, but then he took it out on Miss Wang. Just the way that he treats her, and like even like the again, like getting her to like smash the thing, and like that's what Drummond was doing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it just trickles down. But that was
poor traumatic people.
Yeah, and he kind of let that happen at the end, right, with Mark. So
yeah, I think he was like a little bit done at that point. Like
he
was brought to tears.
Yeah. I liked your point of like maybe what Mark said just resonated. Like,
it's just a job, or it's all about balance, right? Like everything he was saying is like, oh, maybe I should be.
I guess, yeah.
Like if that is what Lumen is preaching, like how come it doesn't apply to, the innies, but also Milchick?
Right.
He's giving too much to it.
Right, but I mean, again, like the piece is like Cold Harbor and what does it actually mean to this company? Like what will accomplishing Cold Harbor do? Because if we understood that, then we would understand a lot of the motivations for even someone like Milchick to do what he does. Because yeah, if it really is going to change the world or like whatever, then it makes sense for him to make those sacrifices for that like greater good, for lack of a better term. We just don't know, right? And because that's exactly what he's measuring against, right? Like whether or not this is worth it is in direct proportion to what Cold Harbor means to him. So like we just don't understand it. And I guess in that moment we saw that calculus happening. It's like, oh, it's not that worth it to me. Like what's happening, like my worth and how I'm being treated is more important than Lumen getting what they want. At that point, it's like Lumen getting what they want, not us getting what we want with Cold Harbor. Like that kind of thing. So we kind of saw that happen like in real time in that call.
Right. Interesting. Okay.
Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan. That was so weird. That love triangle is so weird. I get it. But it's just weird because it's so novel
it's a different
to us.
person, I guess. It's just the same body.
But it's still the same, in a way, the same person, just baby version of their adult self, like not so.
It's the same.
They just don't. They have different experiences. I feel like the same characteristics, but what makes them different is that they experience different daily lives.
Yeah.
Thus,
because like
they act differently or have a different attitude.
It's easier for the other person to kind of justify it in their head.
What other person?
Gretchen, for example.
Oh yeah, because like, oh, it's you.
Yeah, and they can see both sides, and they can see like, oh no, this is really you because I've seen this side of you before.
Yeah.
Right. So like
This is the real you.
Right. So like it's easier for that person to kind of like try to justify this act.
Yeah.
But for both Dylan and Dylan,
Audi, yeah.
Yeah, they feel completely different. But like it wasn't even like a debate for Audi Dylan. It was like, no, that was cheating, right? Like it wasn't even like what we're doing. It's kind of like, oh, is it not? I guess
For him, it's like, it's not me.
Yeah.
So.
But at some point, like I get that being an initial reaction, but at some point you got to think about it and be like, I mean, like at the end of the day, she was kissing me.
Still my face, still
Yeah.
my beat.
I mean, emotional cheating is just as bad.
Yeah.
Right. So, and that's kind of essentially what this is.
But also, it's like she is taking a liking to you. Like,
I think what made it worse was how she like.
You.
But what made it worse was how she doubled down on it. She's like, oh, like I wasn't gonna say that this was a mistake, right? And then
hey, she's
went,
honest.
She went on about like, oh, he's who you used to be and all that kind of like. Then I would feel a type of way. Like if I could get over the initial shock of it because of the weirdness, the going the extra mile and being like, oh no, like I wanted to do this because, you know, you're not you anymore. Then it feels like,
yeah,
okay.
I could see you feeling type of way about that. But my hope would be
that it changes him, like makes him want to be better.
Yeah.
That's such a messed up thing.
Listen,
Like,
that he can self-reflect and be like, but just think about the reason. Like, why are you attracted? Why are you attracted to me?
No, see, like that's the weird part because like in any normal situation,
to me, what was it about me, like the old me that you loved, and like why am I the way I am now?
Yeah.
Obviously, this man needs therapy.
But like,
he was going through it.
I don't think I can even like go down that path, even like hypothetically, because it's like it's like if it was a normal relationship and your partner cheated, and then they came back to you and be like, but why did I cheat? And how can you be more like this person I cheated on you with?
No, okay,
like,
but that's different because it's like a different person.
But
hypothetically,
to Audi,
in real life.
but to Audi Dylan, that's exactly the same, right? And hearing that is exactly the same.
Yes, that's his perspective. But we're seeing that it's actually him.
Oh. Yeah.
Listen, I think your partner's perspective is very important and can be very insightful, especially if it's about you. You're talking about your partner who knows you better than any other human on this earth, I would hope. So, and she seems like a good, faithful, truthful woman.
But like
that I think there's some value there in her insights for him to be like, let me at least hear this out and not put up a wall. I mean, but I understand why there is a wall, but I mean, also take some time to break down that wall and at least have a conversation. It's worth delving into.
Right. No, but what I'm saying is that she had those insights before she did stuff with any, like she knew that Audi Dylan had lost his way and all that. Like, so you can have those kinds of conversations without that act. So I feel like,
yeah, this is true.
Right.
So like
the fact that
that's true.
That happened or had to happen, like, yeah, props for being honest about it. But like, yeah, even the first conversation that she had with any Dylan, like she knew the reasons that Dylan on the outside felt different. So they could have had the exact same kind of like, how can we better ourselves conversation without.
Yeah, you don't have to kiss them.
Right. So
yeah.
I guess the more I'm talking it out, the more I understand Audi Dylan's reaction, but it's still weird. It's still really weird. Yeah. Okay.
It's so weird. What a world this is. Okay, what else is there? Is there anything else?
No, I mean, like we could talk about Miss Huang, but we really just don't really understand what she's going to be doing. She's just basically moving departments. She wanted to be here.
Yeah, to see the rest of it through. She probably knew how big of a deal Cold Harbor was. So it's like to be able to see that through as and whatever she is, intern or whatever. That must have been cool. But now, as I said, like it makes sense that she's a child now that we know that women takes on children.
Yeah, that's really how Solveig started.
So I wonder
No,
if like
Cobell.
all these wintertide things, like, you think it's an age thing, or just like when you start with a company thing?
Yeah, no, I think the Wintertide Fellowship is probably just. I don't think it's like it might not necessarily be like you have to be this age, but the pool that they're generally looking at happen to be young, and maybe it's from that school that they go to, right? Like that Cobell went to, that they sent her to, and then they kind of handpick people from there.
Yeah.
So. Whew. Wild.
Okay.
But another interesting thing here is that she kind of changed throughout the series too. Remember, before she was like when she was kind of snitching on Milchick, the things that she was saying to him was like, you have to stop treating them like humans, right? And that was a very human moment when she said that. Sorry,
she
to
told
Dylan.
him you need to stop treating them like humans.
Yeah.
Or he...
Yeah, like you're treating them too much like humans, like in the way that you're like giving them chances and like thinking about what they need. And
she was probably very textbook.
Right. So, but like it's interesting how all that kind of changed. Where this moment she's like near tears, saying sorry to Dylan, and I think that's probably far from textbook. It's just very, very human. Right, the empathy there. Oh, is that where she was moving? To the empathy block? Empathy department?
It sounded like, yeah, that sounds familiar. I just like never really thought about it because I just didn't really understand what
If
that
it was, that's pretty funny. She's already
Wait, what's
practicing
the
it.
empathy block?
Or like no, not block. Sorry, like the department that she's going to.
Milchick said that's the empathy.
It's something with E. It might not be empathy, but if it is, it's
Did
fine.
Cobell mention that before?
No.
Oh, okay, that's new.
Yeah, at least I don't remember anyone talking about this department. But he's like, yeah, empathy awaits or something like that.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, again,
I'm hopeful that we
have more questions.
I'm hopeful that we get a lot of answers. I know that they're gonna leave off on something. I don't know if it's gonna be as big as She's Alive, but they're gonna leave out a lot of stuff. I would love if there was some sort of meeting between the Innies and Gemma. Right, like if she attempts another escape.
Oh my gosh, that's probably the cliffhanger. It's like probably
at
they're
the elevator.
about to meet.
At the elevator.
Like they are about to see each other. Oh Lord, help me.
Because I wonder if, because you know that guy that's watching her, Gemma, the one that has the bad date now.
Yeah.
I wonder, because he obviously does have feelings for Gemma. I wonder if there's something that happens there.
Oh, you think they're romantic?
The feelings that he has for Gemma? Yeah. And I wouldn't use the word romantic, but I think like predatory.
He's taken. Oh.
Yeah, he's obviously taken a liking to her.
He doesn't want to lose her.
Right.
Think he'll save her from dying?
So like, but I don't know, maybe not, because like he is also the one that called it in. That was like, hey, like the numbers aren't moving. Why isn't this happening? Right. So yeah, I don't know, but maybe something happened, because at the end of the day, if for her to be brought back up to meet the Innies, she has to do something to him again to get away, right? She needs his key card and whatever, unless they go down.
They gotta go down. I think it's them that goes down. Well, it has to be Helly.
Or like
Dylan
Mark gets all this information from
and then
Cobell,
he and Helly go.
Oh my gosh.
Because Helly will know the directions. Mark doesn't know. Helly probably at this point knows.
Well, I
by
mean,
heart.
Cobell could probably tell him exactly where to go.
You're so right.
Right, so like they could both know. I don't know if that hall pass will allow them to go into that elevator, but like what do you do? Like how do you? That's so many literally levels of things that you have to like get past in order to get her out. Like, because like when you get her in the elevator, like if somehow you get her to the elevator and up, you're not you anymore, right? Like how do you? Or I guess.
You become an. No.
Well, no. Mark and Gemma would know each other immediately, but then it would be Helena. Like I don't know. Like it's just a lot of.
Oh my God, that'd be Helena. So Helly probably would know to stay back.
Right. But it's just wild. Like it's literally like all these elevators that they have to go up. But I feel like they have
Oh my god, they
people,
cannot risk Helena finding out.
but they have people in the right states of mind with regards to how they feel about Lumen in this moment, right?
Yes,
like
you're
if
right.
Milchick was the one that stops them, maybe he like steps aside, right? Because it's
And
like
is like, I didn't see anything.
the final FU to to Lumen in a very monosyllabic way.
Yeah.
Right? Like so they've
was never
set
here.
them up. They've set up like the emotional stakes so well for everybody.
True.
Where it's like everybody can have a motive to be like, I don't want to align with Lumen anymore. It's wild. It is wild. Okay.
Hey. Wow.
Caught up.
Okay.
Anything else on your side?
I don't think so. It's definitely not feeling, I mean, this was intense, but not as intense as the first season. Like, I'm thinking about the second last. You said the next episode's the finale, right?
I think so. I believe it is.
Like, last season, I remember, like, maybe, like, the last
With
three, like, the
three,
two before
yeah.
the finale were, like,
Yeah.
This one was, like, it was intense, but not as, like, what's gonna happen? Like, I still want to know more, obviously. I'm still, like, very engaged.
That last, like,
but
10 minutes or so were, it was giving me those feelings of, like the fast pace of it, of the storytelling, but also what was happening. Like,
yeah, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
not as much. And I hope this doesn't come off as like a bad way. It's still a good show, but it's just something I noticed.
I'm hoping Jessica is directing the finale.
You think? No.
No, they wouldn't. Well, maybe.
Her kind of episode makes sense to be somewhere in the middle. I feel like a finale needs to have like a
It has to be Ben.
like the Severance that we know to like follow the story. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But her episode was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if this is it is actually the end of Miss Fang, because like obviously like we tried to stay away from like spoilers and everything, but on YouTube like I saw her on a bunch of like late
No,
night
don't
shows.
tell me. What?
Like I saw her like she did a bunch of like interviews, and usually people don't do those until like a certain episode of theirs airs. Like she's on like the late night shows and stuff
She
like that.
is, huh?
Yeah, so I wonder if that was like her final episode. Because like
because she's done.
Right. So like that one finally aired, so she can go on these shows to help promo. Maybe, I don't know. That like
But I mean,
I was wondering why she kept popping up. I'm like, yeah, it's because like she hasn't been that big of a like it's
character.
interesting, but
maybe she is a bigger character.
right. So
Ooh, interesting. But I mean, she's going on a bus now to go to a completely different building. It's not even within this, like, it's not another department within this building.
mm-hmm.
So
She always come back.
unless she's just being picked up for the day,
Well,
she'll be going back.
Her bed is moving, like where she's staying is moving. Like I think Milchick mentioned that, like
Right.
you'll be taken out of your parents' home and put into this place, and so
Okay, so her parents are not marked.
I guess not.
Oh, that was an interesting theory.
I mean,
All right. Okay.
cool.
I think we're good.
All right. Well, hopefully you're enjoying watching with us and theorizing with us. If you have any other theories, put them down below. We love reading about them and just kind of diving into the deep end. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying. If you do want to watch the full uncut reaction, you can always check that out on our Patreon. Otherwise, we'll see you here for the next one. Peace.